how this pair of socks changed my life. Intro. Ba-da-da-da-da. Copyright. This looks like an ordinary sock. They're actually my younger brother's old baseball socks. My brother is 2 years younger than me, several inches taller than me, and much, much thinner. But somehow, the socks still seem to fit. Kind of. I don't know when exactly I took these socks from him, but it must have been sometime around 8th grade, because that's when I started wearing them. Almost exclusively. Now you may not realize it, but these socks pretty much changed my life. I used to wear things like this. Actually out of the house wearing, not just inside, no. I wore that outside of the house. It was kind of the first step of individuality I took. I mean, I was a kind of a weird kid, but I pretty much stayed under the radar and did what everyone else did just because it was easier. It was a lot easier. Now, obviously wearing that kind of an outfit and these kind of socks to school all the time was not easy, and it was not popular. But it was the first time that I'd ever kind of taken a step in my own direction. Something that no one else told me to do, something no one else brought up to me. I just found these socks one day and I was like, hey, I'm gonna wear them to school. The second thing these socks did for me is they gave me a reason to hate people. Before wearing this to school, I was one of those altruistic kids, one of those idealistic kids that thought that everyone was really nice. Middle school was rough for me, but I didn't want to hate anyone because, I thought that everyone was intrinsically good. They're not. It let me see that it's okay to hate people, because some people just aren't worth the time and energy to like. Socks were also kind of a central theme in the whole Dylan fiasco. If you don't know what the Dylan fiasco is, check the sidebar's over here. Check the sidebar and I will link you to the story. See, so I would pause the video right now if you don't know who I'm talking about. Go read the links. Read the links in the doobly-doo, the professor, whatever you want to call it, sidebar. Or, again, if you're on my website, down there. Hello and welcome back. Now you're all filled in with my drama. Dylan was one of those kids that always wanted to be cool. He played sports and stuff and knew kids from there, but he wasn't really cool. Now, we were pretty good friends for a while, but, I was, again, weird. And when I started wearing these to school, it stopped being cool to hang out with me. Like, before, I was just kind of looked over and it didn't really matter because I didn't really draw attention to myself, so there wasn't really anything bad with hanging out with me. But then, once I became the sock girl, kind of stopped being cool to be seen with me, let alone talk and be friends with me. I really do believe that these were a big reason that Dylan started moving away from me. And then coming back because I was a good friend, but then moving away because I was weird, coming back. You read it. You know what's going on. It was a bad idea. But the final reason that these socks changed my life is that they gave me confidence. Previous to wearing bizarre outfits like the one that you just saw, I really didn't put myself out there a lot. I was the quiet girl. I was the quiet, smart girl, but I was the quiet girl. I didn't want to speak up in class a lot. I wasn't confident enough in myself to say anything, express my opinion, tell someone how I really felt. And wearing these socks to school really did take a lot of confidence, because it's not easy to have people yell at you to take off your friggin' socks every single day. It's not easy to go through that as an already really sad kid. But I did it, and I overcame it, and I really do think that the confidence I have now that allows me to do things like speech and debate, like put myself out there writing-wise, I really do associate these things with the ability to wear something like this to school and not be completely ashamed. What changed your life?